I got the UltraHuman Ring Air. Here's all the details on the sizing kit, the unboxing, and everything you need to know about this smart ring. The world's lightest smart ring. I got my sizing kit in the mail. It both shipped and arrived super fast, which is so nice. Comes in this box, and we open it up, have another box, Air ring sizing kit, all the directions, and all the ring sizes. Here's step by step, which is really nice. So first, finding the size that fits you best, wearing it overnight to make sure, as your fingers swell and whatnot. They recommend wearing it on your index finger. You can just literally pop them out. They're just like these little plastic rings. 8 is definitely too big. 7 slides around a lot too, which I feel like I'm typically a 7 in ring, so I'm kind of surprised. And then the 6 feels pretty good. I feel like it can move and twist, but it's not gonna fall off. So I'm gonna wear this throughout the day, the next few hours, and then sleep with it and make sure as my fingers swell and like change and stuff, it's all good. It's nice because it's not uncomfortable. Like it's just like a little plastic ring that's supposed to mock like the size and stuff of the actual ring. So if this feels okay, I think the actual ring will feel good too. Definitely something I can get used to. So the QR code will have you download the app and you can get logged in and create your account and everything. Then after you've worn your ring for at least 24 hours, you go on the app and update your size, and then you confirm, and then they will ship out your ring for you. My ring is here. Let's unbox it and set it up. The UltraHuman Ring Air retails for $349 for all finishes. I did get it in gold. It comes with a free charger, or you can pay an extra $45 for a cordless charger. You can get custom engraving for an additional $39, and there is no subscription needed for the app. You can pay an additional $2.50 a month, which is billed annually for a coverage plan. Sleep, HRV, movement, and temperature tracking. It looks beautiful, so shiny. I love the gold finish so much. I really don't want to like get it dirty. We open it up, of course we have a few things in here, and then the charger, and I'm assuming this is the cable for the charger. Honestly, the charging cable is longer than I thought it would be. Both ends of the charging cable are USB-C. We have a little greeting card, which is so cute. You can pause to read if you want. It's actually adorable. It has a really cute message on it. And then of course, all of the instructions and whatnot in here. Getting started, how to charge, and the user manual. And then the actual UltraHuman ring. It is so shiny. You might even be able to see the reflection of my fan, like that's what's moving in the ring, but the gold finish is so pretty. That's what the inside looks like, but it's very like true gold and such a pretty tone. I love how it looks. You can see my camera. I don't know how much of a charge it necessarily comes with, so I'm gonna fully charge it before setting it up, and then I wanna test how long a full battery lasts. Plug in the little charger. It lit up kind of like this purplish. I'm assuming that means it's on and ready to go. And there, it just slides on and sits how it's supposed to, and the light is kind of going on and off, so I'm assuming that it's charging. I'm gonna leave it for a bit. The light has turned green, so it's fully charged. That purple means it's ready to charge. Ring goes on, it fits nice, moves around just a little, but I'm not afraid it's gonna like come off or anything. It's comfortable. It fits just like the ring sizer. And I was just outside too, and it's over 100 degrees today, so my fingers are a bit swollen. So this is probably the tightest it's gonna feel, and I'm okay with that. If it gets a little bit looser, it'll still be good, but it definitely is snug, but also I know I'm swollen. Like I said, it's hot, you know? And your fingers do swell and compress throughout the day and night and whatever. It looks so pretty on. So it looks great, it feels great. Let's set it up. I'm gonna go into the UltraHuman app. I'm logged in and everything, and it says UltraHuman Ring Air. There's a connect button. I'm gonna go ahead and connect ring using Bluetooth. Okay, great, my Bluetooth is on. Oh, it says put it on the charger to charge it. I already did that, and I think it found it. So we're gonna start my journey. Pair, awesome. Ooh, it's like measuring stuff. And we're there. Ooh, okay. I haven't even explored the app yet. I've downloaded it a little while ago, but we're gonna fully go over the app later in the video after I wear it a little bit. But the connection was super easy. My battery percentage is at 96%. Because the light was green, I thought it would be 100, but it's at 96%. It is Monday at 5:32 p.m. and I am gonna let you know when it dies so we can see how long the actual battery life is from 96%. I'm not gonna go put it back on the charger. I think this is good enough, but this is exciting. I'm gonna play around with it. I'm gonna start wearing wearing it. It's gonna collect my data. We're gonna take it to the gym tomorrow. The ring is just like a flat band all the way around. There's no different like design or anything. It's just all one simple band, which I like, but it feels good on right now. It's not bad against other rings too, which I like, and I'm excited to get to know it. I really don't mind working out with it on. I think if it was on my middle finger, it would bother me more, but on my pointer finger, it's really not that bulky. And with the sleeve on it, like, I don't really notice it too much. Like, yeah, you can feel it, but it's not uncomfortable or weird to keep on while you lift weights. I'm sure some people would prefer to take it off, but I like to keep it on, and I'd want it to track what I'm doing, you know? But it just doesn't feel inconvenient, which is a great thing. Update, it is Friday at 8:30 p.m. and my UltraHuman ring battery life just hit 10%. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in, otherwise it's not gonna measure things tonight, I'm sure, or it would die in the middle of the night. So just to give you perspective, it lasted from Monday all the way till Friday, about 4 full days. And then I'm gonna put it on the charger right now and let you know from 10% how long it takes to get to 100%. So charging starts at 8:33. My battery is at 100%. I, to be honest, don't know when it exactly hit 100% because I was doing stuff and not paying attention the entire time, but it took less than an hour and a half to fully charge. However, I don't like to shower with jewelry on, and you can bring this in water. But so my strategy is to leave the charger in my bathroom so that I just charge it a little bit every day when I take a shower. So about the ring, and then let's tour the app. So the ring is waterproof for up to 100 meters for 12 hours. So yes, you can swim with it. I take it off when I shower, when I do dishes, more so just because I want it off. It's not that I don't think the water can handle it, but when I shower and I do all my skincare, I don't want to wear the ring. So I take advantage, and during my showers, it's just when I let the ring charge so that, you know, I obviously want to wear it when I sleep. I don't charge it at night. I keep the charger on my bathroom counter, throw it on the charger, take a shower, get out, put it back on. And just by charging it a little bit every day keeps the charge great because it doesn't take that long to charge. And when I'm doing dishes and stuff, I just don't want any rings on my fingers, simply. For me, after that test, the battery life did last 4 full days, which is awesome. You know, if you're going on a weekend trip, you don't have to bring the charger or anything, but the battery life is awesome, and charging it a little bit every day works great for me. Working out with it really did feel great. It was not an inconvenience at all, and I do like having it on my index finger. I think that helps it kind of be out of the way. I have these silicone bands that I put over it when I do work out so that I don't scratch the ring, and I'm not afraid to like really grasp the dumbbell or the barbell, and both things feel just fine in my hands. The bands are just from Amazon. I will link them, of course. Cheap for a pack of 2. I use them literally every time I go to the gym, so it's awesome. Except if I'm just doing treadmill, I don't need to put a band on it. But because the ring is pretty light and it's not bulky, like, it was fine for me. It is very light. It's comparable to the size of 1 US penny, if you want perspective. And it's really thin. Like, it is not that bulky of a ring. Obviously, it's bigger than, you know, a typical like fashion ring I might wear, but it's just really not that big and bulky, and it doesn't feel like annoying. It doesn't cling all over things. Like, I don't feel it when I sleep. It's honestly just not like an inconvenience at all. I would not be worried about the bulkiness of the ring at all. And I feel like when people are thinking about a smart ring, that's probably one of the first things they think, like, oh, like, you know, can I get used to wearing that? It's a weird thing. I don't know. I don't think it's an issue. So personally, I would say don't worry about that. Very comfortable. Physically, it is holding up. There are a few scratches on it. Just by looking at it, you're not gonna notice it. You would really have to examine it to see it and have it stand out, but it is still pretty shiny, and of course, if you clean it, it's gonna look nicer. So quality is decent. I have had the ring for over 2 weeks, and the app tells you that it takes about 2 weeks for the ring to really get to know you and have more accurate data, so that's why I waited till that period was over to make this video. So now let's dive into the app since it knows me. So if we pull up the app, when you first click on it, it automatically updates and like resyncs. It says, we detected 30 minutes of activity. And I did go on a walk, so it will auto detect your movement. Sometimes it doesn't pick up on everything. For example, I feel like it's hard to read if I'm lifting weights, but if you're doing something like walking, the app can easily detect that. So I'll just click add, and then I'll select outdoor walking, because that's what I was doing, and save successfully. But right on the home screen, you'll see I'm on today. It'll give me my movement score, total calories it thinks I burned. So this is movement as in, you know, workouts, also cleaning the house, but also my metabolic functions that are keeping me alive, and my total steps. Right under that, it'll give me my stress rhythm. So it says I'm stimulated right now. My stress tolerant zone, mild stress, is useful to boost creativity. And then if you click on it, you can get more details. So my stress rhythm score, and then it tells me the breakdown of how much time I've spent stressed, stimulated, relaxed, and during sympathetic activation. There's really a lot of info in here. It's pretty cool. Under that is dynamic recovery. And when you click on all of these, it goes into more detail, right? So my dynamic recovery score, so then it will tell me my resting heart rate, skin temperature, HRV over the past week, last night's HRV, sleep index, current stress rhythm. There's just so much data. You get where I'm going with this. And then it shows you graphs as well. You can start an NSDR session and improve your recovery score. If you click on it, there are breathing protocols. So like you can click on one of these and it's a breathing exercise that will help you de-stress. Pretty cool. My sleep score from last night, and then it has my sleep duration and the amount of full sleep cycles I did. Then if you click on it, it gives you the breakdown of everything. A lot of different contributors make up my sleep score. It'll tell me the time spent in each stage, time in bed, movements, which is interesting, lowest heart rate, HRV, my biomarkers, tosses and turns, which is actually insane. I wonder how accurate this is because how would I know, right? Like I don't have someone watching me all night telling me how many times I've tossed and turned. Oxygen, temperature. My sleep debt, so you know how much time you're awake during the night. If I click on it, apparently I woke up 2 different times, which I do remember doing actually. You can also have it read your body's signal. So it's telling me my calorie burn has increased. There's a boost in energy expenditure, which is good for weight management and metabolic health. And to continue doing this for impacts on my fitness. Pretty cool. Introducing power plugs. There are all of these different things that you can kind of dive into. Something I do notice about this is there are constantly updates and new things being added. The ring isn't that old, so there's new stuff like all the time. And it's really a work in progress that is on its way to becoming something even greater. But some of these features you can get for free. For example, screen time. By activating this, it helps you be more mindful with phases of screen time, managing your vitamin D through sun exposure, your circadian alignment. So it'll suggest optimal times to expose yourself to natural light, your exercise, when to wind down, things like that. So it can really align a lot of different variables in your lifestyle to your body to just make you feel optimal. Caffeine window to understand, you know, how your body does with stimulants. Pregnancy insights, if that aligns with you. They also have cycle tracking, which is super cool. This would be an entirely separate video if you wanted me to dive into cycle tracking, for example, or really into all of these power plugs. I feel like that would take me forever to talk about, so I'm not gonna go into these much more. There are some that you can pay for example, cardio adaptability is an add-on you can pay monthly for. So this is about heart health or AFib detection, more heart health stuff. Coming soon though, jet lag sounds interesting. So does weight loss, ovulation, like that stuff. That sounds very interesting to me. Then you can quick start and do breath work or a workout. However, the workout mode is in beta form right now. So I don't know how accurate it would be, but like I said, this app is continuously updating. I actually went and updated it the other day. It was eligible for one, and they keep just coming out with more and more new things. Then we have heart rate, VO2 max, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what that means. I also didn't even see this. Apparently it can read your cardio age, which estimates your heart health based on your cardiovascular fitness, heart rate, and other factors, which is so cool, especially because I wanna brag now that mine is 23, even though I am 26 years old. And temperature deviation. Some of this more complex stuff, I'm like, I don't reference it a ton, but it is really cool to have access to that data. HRV, resting HR, SMART goals, which apparently I've been really bad at lately, but this was my week off of workouts. I'm starting a new program tomorrow. And kind of a summary of your timeline. Then we have my battery percentage, the store. If we go to the next tab, it says metabolism. This is something that if you have a sensor, you can pay for this and do continuous glucose monitoring and all of that crazy stuff. I obviously don't have that. Zones. So this is like if you share your data with your friend or something, you can connect with different people through the app. Discover, you can do some metabolic education. And there's a lot of just different like articles and whatnot that you can scroll into. So it is cool that there's almost like a whole tab about education. There are different workouts on here, videos that you can follow, meditations, productivity and focus, music, sleep, sound, and more. And then of course the last tab is your profile, and then you can talk to a specialist over chat as well, which is super cool. For the workouts, like I said, for walking, for example, it will pick it up. And then how I showed you, you can start the workout and try to have it track it, or you can also hit the plus button and you can add in activity. So you'd search for what the activity was and you'll put in the start time and end time and it'll record that. You can also add food, which is kind of crazy, and breath work. That is a basic tour of the app. There is so much in it. I really like that it it does notify me of things like, hey, it's the morning, get in natural sunlight if you can, and then it'll notify me later in the day, okay, maybe start shutting the blinds, close the windows, whatever, you know, start calming down from bed. So I really like notifications and stuff like that. And it notifies me at night too, hey, between this time and this time is ideal for you to fall asleep. And I like to have that information too, because your body does kind of have like a natural time of when it wants to be asleep. And of course, you know, your schedule and things may alter that of when you have to be asleep and have to be awake. I really like a smart ring. I don't really like watches, and I don't really want another screen. So I like that there's no face. It's minimal. It looks just like jewelry, and you see everything through the app. You know, you're not always staring at it. You're not always getting notifications and stuff like that. I don't like that. It kind of just is too much for me. It's overwhelming, and so I have to actively go look on the app if I want to see where I'm at with things. I really, really do like that. I am always getting emails from them when they're introducing a new thing, or, you know, they have blog posts and stuff like that. So it is fun to stay in touch with those things. I definitely think it is a luxury, not a necessity. You know, these things are super, super cool to have access to, and it's not a cheap thing, right? But it offers so much. If you're really into all that stuff, you know, it might be worth it. I am a fan of smart rings, but it's not like you can't live a healthy lifestyle without one. So don't feel like you have to buy every new thing. I just want to make that clear. The UltraHuman ring is only about 2 years old. So like I said, more and more things keep coming out and getting updated. So in the grand scheme of like a big company, it is still very young, and it's only growing to be bigger and better, which is super cool. But that's really everything about it. Let me know if you have any questions. I would love to answer anything and help you out. I'll have everything linked in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you in my next one.